Welcome back to another match. This is the quarterfinals match between Jummi and Pika in the America server. And both of these guys had a long way to get here. Jummi had a clean 3-0 win over J Money that was a lot more hard fought than the record would suggest. And Pika straight up had one of the toughest matches, rallying back from 0-2, coming back against SRLL, winning 3-0. And swooping that face hunter, and today they are going to be competing for a spot in the semifinals. Notably, both of those guys are newcomers to the Trash Bowl tournament, so we'll see how this turns out. Please drop a like on the video before we commence into the craziness, and also join our Discord server. The link to that is in the description. You can see all the information necessary about the tournament there, and you can subscribe to TrashcanTV as well. But JJ, what are we looking at with these decks?
We're currently observing Soul Demon Hunter versus Weapon Rogue. Also, Jummi is bringing Librum Paladin and Cyclone Mage with his Secret Rogue being banned. Pika is bringing Quest Hunter, believe it or not, Token Demon Hunter, similar decks interestingly enough, and his Librum Paladin is banned, so not worth talking about.
So matchup-wise, you gotta think that Jummi is the favorite here, right? You have your Paladin, you have the Demon Hunter, and you have the Mage, all of which big-time decks on top of the meta. But we've seen that Pika certainly has mastered those off-meta decks, and he can surprise people with those look. But he does go with the Rogue, which is the most normie deck out of the bunch, I guess, for now. And this is going to be a tough matchup for him, though. He's going to have to start dealing damage early and often, and the Demon Hunter already has the Aldrakis, so that's going to help him out a bunch. You're just going to see a Soul Shear here, most likely.
Or Aldraki. If you
It's early.
feel like being mana efficient.
It's early. No, you're mana efficient with Soul Shear. It's early for Aldraki. I think you go.
It can cost one more currently.
Oh, you didn't. You don't float a mana. You're good. It's probably the correct play, and you'll need the heal later on. Darkness surrounds us. It's Hollow's End. You know that voice lines. There you go. Is it time to coin the Scorpit? Probably not if you're a sane person, but maybe if you want to be entertained.
I can see the argument, but it doesn't make sense. I think you might just want to play all the 1-drops and dagger up.
It is tempting to coin this Scorpion. Yeah, there he goes. So Pika bites.
But why put up 5-2 in stats if you can put up 5-3 in stats and a Wicked Knife?
Because all 5 of this has stealth.
Push 3 in the face.
That's why, because all 5 of this has stealth. And you can do the other thing at the other point.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah, man, there's an argument. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah,
Seems like Chaos might strike here.
Yeah, Chaos should be striking for sure. You want to keep drawing your shard shatters and stuff. You shuffled 4 soul shards, which should carry you quite a long way. And
attack
so
and then equip the Eldraki?
That's a major discipline play right there. Attack just Eldraki, wants the absolute maximum healing off of that, and he will get that as well.
Coldblood picked up here for Pika, and there's some possibility here with the Infiltrator.
Yeah, I like deckhand hero power with the Tour Guide and Coldblood here. Decides to put up the other Stealther. Okay, that's fair.
It seems like he's putting up everything.
Okay, so no Coldblood this turn. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I can't hate it. You put up the most stats on the board that you can. And I assume, yeah, that was also going to face there, and
that's I-Beam picked up. It's also massive.
That can also clear off the Scorpids.
And if you play Twin Slice, you also have your Skull of Gul'dan lined up for next turn. I think Jummi handled the situation really well.
Yeah. Twin Slice, Hero Power, me? No, actually, you know what? Play the Soul Dude. Yeah, Spirit Jailer. I always want to call him Soul Jailer. I get that wrong every time. I don't know.
Confusing him with, like, the Jailer from the Shadowlands? Because he jails his souls in the maw.
No, it's just because he shoveled soul fragments. And Pika being Chaos Struck.
He got Chaos Struck. Not really.
Yes. Yes, yeah.
It fits better than Flame Struck with the lyrics. Done. Free weapon coming up. Does he Evis? Probably not. Pretty useless at this point.
Yeah, it's rough with the Eldraki.
This Demon Hunter, when it gets to heal, it gets to heal.
It heals not inconsiderable amounts.
True. And this is not a board threatening enough to not play the skull. So you definitely do that.
Soulframe is an interesting draw here because that reduces the chance of drawing them off of the skull where you really don't want them.
What you do want is another skull and a 1-mana Marrow Slicer, and these still.
That means one more card is not getting reduced.
And it's a Magtherodon.
Imagine 1-mana Magtherodon.
Imagine that.
That would be something.
Would have been played as soon as next turn and just won. He might still play it as soon as next turn and just win. To be honest. What stops him from Magtherodon and like Hero Power Magtherodon Blade Dance, for example?
Well, I mean, it could still hit other minions, but yeah. It doesn't have to kill the Wardens, it just hits 3 minions.
Yeah.
But it's...
I guess you'd want a Shard Shatter? The Shard Shatter drawn? If you draw that, you'd do it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Then you'd do it. Press a Cane instead.
I mean, as a matter of fact, you could probably just Blade Dance just straight up right now.
Yes,
that clears.
Just cleared up, yeah.
Removing 10 attack from the board is really worth it.
And you just chill with your Magtherodon and put your Cane down. Maybe smack the face. Maybe hold back on smacking the face.
If you smack the face, you can play Marrow Slicer immediately.
You also, yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do. Forgoes the extra healing to do that. I guess it's.
Yeah, he's shifting to being the aggressor, which makes sense.
Yeah,
I think.
it does, man. He's winning.
I mean, he has like more cards, kind of, or at least the same amount. And he knows he has Magtherodon as a fallback if he needs it.
That Brain Freeze is a bit... The Brain Freeze is tough if your opponent plays no minions.
Yes. Speaking of, same goes for the Consume Magic, which is a bit in the way of the Skull here.
Slide a little bit.
Mana Feeder draws. The question is, what does it draw? And it draws a Soul Shard Lapidary for 10 points of damage.
Because now you're saying, boy, I got you next turn.
6 to go
and
for you.
Got him, he does. That's, the reader is not going to change that.
There's a Brain Freeze play that you were looking for.
Yeah.
Not your own brain. Not that you could, but...
No, but that would be cool. But that is going to be GG's.
Soul trades. And still dies to the weapon plus second slice.
So, Jummi taking his arguably most favorite matchup, safe and secure, taking it home. As Pika was just never able to really develop onto this board. So that's going to be a 1-0 for the Arena Specialist, who is showing that, you know, he can play some Constructed Hearthstone. Some big time Constructed Hearthstone, in fact. So he's going up 1-0, still has the Paladin and the Mage. I personally am a big fan of the Paladin. It's not the pure Paladin, but it's still decent.
Yeah, I think out of the two decks, the Mage is probably more in my wheelhouse, but...
You think so?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, you chuck up a lot of just RNG.
Yes, exactly. Lots of RNG and giants.
So you're not the type of player that likes skill.
No.
Okay. Understandable. Looking at your Trash Bowl lineup.
I mean, listen, right? I like generating cards, and I like cheap giants. And the Mage does it better than any other deck.
Maybe this should be a different game. Different game for that. So, we 1-0. And, yeah, Jummi, I think, sitting pretty here. You can play a Paladin next. And, Pika, you got to think about what you want to play. The Rogue is definitely the most normie deck and has pretty good chances against the other two.
But do you maybe want to go to one of your specialties? Which seems to be playing tokens, making whiteboards, and buffing them. Or profiting off of having them in the case of the Demon Hunter more so.
So we have the Rogue and Mage.
Interesting matchup, I would say.
Certainly is. One Thieves all over the place.
Yeah.
Left, right, and center. Full keeps on both sides. Do we see that right?
I'm not entirely sure because some cards moved around there.
It seemed like people just kept everything, so these guys are happy with what they have.
And Spamster seems like a great start for Pika here.
No spell in hand, no need to tempo out the Initiate unless you think you draw some.
I mean, One Thief gives you one, but you still won't be able to play it next turn. Unless it's 0 mana, there's no 0 mana. Wait, Freezing Potion is not a set anymore. No.
Freezing Potion.
It costs 0.
It does.
Violet Spellwing, good pickup here.
Some gadgets on it.
Right, it's kind of old, huh?
A long time.
A long time ago.
Well, there's Prep, I guess. Oh, it's a Mage spell,
spell,
right? It's not even the dual class spell. Mirror entity. Mirror image is 1 mana. Seems to be nothing.
Evocation!
That is a big one. That is a large high roll there.
Easy!
Yes.
And you might actually like the missiles here, by the way, if you're Jummi. Because you can kill the Initiate and maybe the Spy Mistress. I mean, you can both of them maybe, but...
I think that's gonna end up being the play.
Lab Partner missiles, absolute high roll, clear the board.
Clear the board. The way only Jummi could do it. There's one. Nope.
Second best outcome.
He likes them, man. The guys live. Is it second best? I guess second best could have been if the one tick bet once. Takes one less ping to kill it later. They could play the easygoing way here with the mage.
I almost feel like the difference between pinging it once and not pinging it at all is relatively insignificant.
Oh,
especially because it's not that big of a minion.
Well, that is certainly true. Sorcerer's Apprentice on the hand. They could play it already.
2 magic tricks and Coin of the Wandmaker if you're really feeling it. Plays the Wandmaker, not even the Solarian.
Maybe now it coins
Font of Power
because it gets more stuff. No, gotta keep it one more time. Thank you. I'll take the Solarian.
How many Solarians can you get?
All of them. Okay,
wait.
So
if you Evo Passage, you keep the spells, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not saying it's a good choice.
You're a control rogue?
It's just worth considering.
Yes, you do. They get shuffled in your deck, you keep them there.
Which is not actually to say that he should do it, it's more to say that he probably shouldn't do that.
True.
Because...
Reader Evis.
The problem with random mage spells is that some of them will be burn and some of them will be control. And if you could just get burn, you would do it in a heartbeat.
You might keep it for a while, actually, and just play when you have maximum mana to spend on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, Fireball, Frostbolt.
Yeah, you won't get reduction. So you want to do that. We might see double Solarian, we might see Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Second One Thief into Font of Power into Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sure. For sure. Incredible, yeah. It's gotta be looking for some, maybe Cobalt here. Can't play it, but...
Cobalt, Goblin.
We'll
take the Titanic.
Something, sure. It could be Apprentice time here if you find some damage spells.
Or even that. I mean, you get 3 spells to play at least. If you play Mirror Image, Double Magic Trick, and probably you can play one of the Magic Trick spells since you have 1 mana left.
To protect your Solarian and clear up everything.
I get the idea, protecting Solarian in as far as... Oh, there's a Brain Freeze.
So you can actually clear both of these Solarians.
Yeah. You kind of don't hate the primes, though. It's always one of those things, right? With the prime cards, some of them are really good in their base form as well.
I think
you really want the prime in your deck. What is the rationale behind killing the Wandmaker? Because denying primes, yes, but spell damage seems more relevant right now.
Put the dagger in them? Maybe that's the idea?
But then you, if anything, you kobold one of the mirror images, right? Not the Wandmaker. Because you still want to kill both Solarians, I would think.
Maybe you don't. Or you do it next turn, you're like, yeah, I'm cool with that.
I mean, do what you want, but I personally look at it a bit differently.
It could be pop-off time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes the Apprentice.
And you can even coin before you play Cyclone for the extra spell.
Spell damage.
Learn Draconic,
still
easy.
On board. Yep, that's just free.
Hasn't even played quite yet. Font of Power is a bit weird because...
Counterspell's really good. Look at the hand for Pika.
Yeah. And interesting point here also that the Font of Power is a bit awkward because you still have the Cyclone, and you don't want to play the Cyclone first. Coin, Cyclone, leaves you with 1 mana and a Sorcerer Apprentice, so you can probably play 1 more spell. Or 2, or 3.
Couple more. More like
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Explorer's easy pick.
I legitimately did not expect it to be 4, but sure.
Actually, Ray of Frost, you can play them twice.
5, if, yeah. With the additional Ray there.
Old Raymond.
Of Frost,
Oh,
yes.
Frost.
Sir
Snap
Raymond
off
of
the
Frost.
3-1. Frostbolt to 1-3. And smack face. Or do you keep the raise? Nope.
Nah, I think it makes sense to get rid of it.
Can't keep him. So yeah, that was an overwhelming turn, and it's time for Pika to maybe try a similar idea with Evo.
Evocation counterspell.
No, secret passage. He's thinking about his own cards.
I mean, he gets like maybe he's.
Does he play around counterspell at all?
He's thinking, right? Like, does he? I don't know. Would I?
And what would you rather have counterspell? Probably the secret passage at this point, right? So yeah, there it goes.
But we're approaching a point where evocation's not even as appealing anymore. You have like 3 mana left.
Yeah, for this turn it's tough, right? You would like to play the next turn now with 8 mana.
See, I would just not play the Delinquent. You can still play it later if you don't like the spells.
But then if you don't play it, you can't secret passage because you'll shuffle it away and you want to play it instead. That's the thing with secret passage, right? You want to empty your hand before you play it. Another Sorcerer's Apprentice picked up, of course.
Something, Potion of Illusion.
Antonidas.
Was I say no? Just need Antonidas.
Yeah, it's got the full roulette.
Wait, has no one ever built a Potion of Illusion Antonidas mage?
Bro, how's that gonna work?
Well, you get 4 apprentices.
But like, how are you gonna do all that in one turn?
Then you get Antonidas, and then you have free
Shit saying free. That's not gonna happen. Yeah.
How about Time Warp? Also gets another Solarian, of course. You know, there's one thing that that mages love, it's their Solarians.
That is a lot of spell damage represented on this board right now for Jummi.
3. There's 3 spell damage.
4.
Azure
Two
Explorers.
Solarians and the Drake.
Azure Explorers +2, I forgot.
And there's the evocation, so now he's looking at big stuff.
Devolving might be interesting.
Missiles.
You might clear the Taunt first. Is it ever Learn Draconic? Learn Draconic, Apexis, and Devolving.
You have to do the math first before you play. Oh, Blizzard is tempting. Oh, he just got Blizzard. Yeah, that takes care of everything.
Yeah, now Devolving is really bad. Learn Draconic is probably not going to get finished.
Yeah, probably won't.
Mirror Image.
Question is between Mirror Image and Dragon Breath there. That goes with Learn Draconic.
Oh, right, Arcane Breath is also on the hand, yeah.
So that was Order Lull, obviously, for Pika.
Oh, right!
If you play...
Blade first, get the dragon immediately!
Well, not immediately, but...
Oh, it's 8, right.
But you get
it's
it then.
It's 8 for a 6/6.
Play one Evis and then you get it. So that's a Solarian Prime. Already having on. Let's see what that casts. Blizzard no you, give it right back. Icicle will hit itself. No, that's nothing. Oh, that's a... Oh, dude, that's a big one to get. That hits itself again.
Is there...
But that Pyro by itself just...
Azure just becomes a dragon, and Cyclone doesn't trigger, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, might I remind you that you had 2 health.
There's nothing to do.
The old 2-turn hero power
There's
claw.
no cards to do. Just game. That is actually cool. That is so cool. Because now, like, if you draw a secret passage, you legitimately disable that. Like, because it takes... The animation actually takes too long. That is big smart for Jummi. Literally playing around secret passage. That the only out. Wow. 2-0 for Jummi. Big time lead. So far, he's unbeaten in this tournament. He's 5-0 in this.
Oh wait, I already checked it off a bit prematurely, but I think he's gonna find it.
Yeah, he'll find the big dragon to the face.
I usually only check them once they're official.
There are.
You know how NFL games don't say final even if everyone's on the field and the clock's just running out?
That is true. The band might run on the field and you're not done yet. But no, this was a clear win. And we know that he's unbeaten so far, 5-0. But we also know that Pika likes to come back from being 0-2 down.
Yeah, I mean, what a start as a newcomer. 5-0.
It would have to be the Paladin now that he would have to reverse sweep, which is tough because the Paladin runs the brooms itself.
Yeah, dude.
You feel me? Sweeping brooms. Yeah.
Also,
Paladin.
just the individual huge minions. Of course, probably the best hunter to deal with big minions, but still not great.
I can see how this works. There's not that many options against this hunter. There's the infinite pen flingers and there's consecrations. That's what deals with this hunter.
Yeah, and the hunter deals with the paladin by just having a lot of rush minions to run into all of the minions and never allowing the paladin to stick anything. Except for right now.
Well, yeah, that is normal life. Want to see the Explorer, I imagine?
I think Explorer for the draw, see what you can get.
No use.
Naturally.
Another one.
First Day at School picked up for Jummi, and that's an appealing play right now. Well, actually, you definitely played Toxfin and Blooded.
Hey.
That's actually a really good card because it has promo style.
It does have, yeah.
It is only a 0-1, but once you put a Blessing of Authority on there, it's all of a sudden looking very different.
You just let it sit around.
Not to mention just the way it makes the trade less appealing for Pika.
I guess Desert Spear is the correct play.
Yes.
The mana.
Yeah, for sure. The question is, do you hit the Locust or the Face in?
Face. I need minions on board.
I would think so, yeah.
I need them.
No, but that Blood Imp... That Blood Imp should come in very handy because of the stuff.
Yeah, if he uses it right, for sure.
Because there's no way to attack with it until you start buffing it. You're not gonna Blessing of Wisdom it and run into the Locust, are you?
Oh, you might.
I don't hate it.
I guess he's saying like it's a bit slow, so I'm gonna actually use it properly.
But, you know, whenever like a Blessing of Wisdom double Libra of the Blessing of King's double Libra of Wisdom all of a sudden becomes a Fireball, you know.
So it could be Hogsteed double Infest, it could be Explorer double Infest, depending on if you want to clear the board. It could be Fishy Flyer by itself.
I think Hogsteed Infest, play the Marsul, hit the Hogsteed into the Tox, and hit the weapon into the dude, yeah. Yeah, I think just clearing it up makes sense.
That's what it's gonna be.
Clearing it up while summoning a bunch of minions, which is what your deck wants. And I'm telling you, once a quest is done, there's gonna be a lot of very high attack rush minions that are gonna...
Pen Flinger off the top. That is big time.
Yeah,
that is so huge right now.
What does it do right now?
Well, it can fling 2 things if you wanted to.
Yes, 3 things if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you just stick with the 1 probably.
Yeah, I think so. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. You got Teacher's Pet, or do you want to juggle questing?
I like the pet.
Taunt is pretty good.
You're only gonna summon with the questing, the weapon, and maybe the draw. You're gonna summon at most 3 minions. I like the Teacher's Pet here.
He wants to sneak into hero power. No, goes with the big buffalo.
Is that what that is?
Oh. Like yak.
Yes, something like that.
You're riding yaks from there.
It's a bovine.
True. It's a cow. Like Torin. Blessing of Authority is a cow. Back.
I mean, no.
Yes.
It is a spell cast by a cow.
Exactly.
It's represented by... It's like... You can't really say that a spell is a certain thing. You wouldn't say...
Cow in art.
You would... Yes. You wouldn't say Libra of Wisdom is a Draenei.
Oh, you'd say Draenei in art.
Yes.
But
Draenei
that's basically... You could say it that way, though.
Juggler,
Juggler, Fishy Flyer? You feel me?
Yeah, Explorer's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Either Hero Power or play the card you drew. Hero Power it is.
Hero Power. And face everything? Face the facts?
Yes.
Did you trade with the Titties back?
I think so. I can see a Blessing of Authority, Blessing of Kings. There is thoughts there. That makes a lot of sense. And second Cult Master.
That's not good. Don't want to see that.
Elder Truth Seeker, ping off. Should I say fling off one of the minions?
Pen fling. Ping fling. That's what. It's a pen ping flinger. He's gonna pen ping fling something. That's what's gonna happen.
The thing is, if you want to take out the, I think you noticed that if you want to take out the juggler, you'd have to use it twice, which means you'd have to stick it, and he doesn't want to do that. So
we can't even play with the mana. Frag.
Oh right, that too.
Hold up.
I mean that's gonna like halfway deal with the taunt.
It's true. We got some good juggles.
I mean, it's got to do 4 already, so it's more than half. As a matter of fact, round is exactly half. You can run the Marsul and the questing in there, if nothing else. If you get the juggle, just the questing. And then you hero power.
Looks good. Looks like an acceptable play.
Leaves you
hit
with...
some both.
Right, there's 2 juggles, I forgot.
Yes,
my bad.
hit some.
Yes, so Huffer and... Wait, Huffer and...
Where's Huffer?
and Marsul, yes.
Not Huffer at all. Like, Teacher's Pet is more of a Huffer there than the Parrot.
So, right, I think we said this in the last game, right? Pika is the expert at juggling the knives to the correct spots.
He is right, yeah, that's true.
Somehow.
He relies a lot on Knife Juggler RNG, and he does it right every time.
Yeah, so now the question is Libra of Hope or the Abyss for a huge gamble? Probably Libram, huh?
I think it has to be.
You can get a fling in if you feel like it. I mean, you might as well.
What is one fling against an army of flings?
Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do with the other mana?
Yeah.
Unless you want to rush the taunt into something. I don't hate the fling. Just fling the Knife Juggler once. And then play Libra of Hope. If he plays Libra of Hope and just leaves the mana floating, I think it's a bad play.
I mean, you could go Libram Pen Flinger and then the other Libram to get it back, but he goes Broom instead, and he wants to. Yeah.
Right, because he can kill both taunts.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, be a smart player. Kill the teacher's pet first. See what spawns. Exactly. Yes. Nope.
Might be Iron for Grizzly.
Exactly. Silverback Patriarch is not that bad. But if it's Iron Fur, you'd rather kill that
than the Craig.
Than the Craig.
Craig.
Yes.
That's his name.
Craig. It's Craig Trag.
Yeah, this is actually Sky Captain. Sky Captain Craig.
Didn't get the juggles this time around.
Nope. So the monkey will have to sack himself, huh?
Yes. Though that being said, again, so if you're Jummi, just small inaccuracy.
Yeah.
Ordering of the attacks.
Any way that you want to kill the Craig either way, because there's some kind of value in it living. If you get the backer off again for the hunter, or was just a clean misplay. Huh.
I don't think under normal circumstances there's anything there.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, there's probably some like freaking something into Brightwing, into some legendary, into Shadow Step, but like, no.
I have a doll picked up, so Allura going nuts. That Knife Juggler needs to go, and Jummi finally reiterating on the board, putting some. How far is the quest?
There's a good point. Didn't we just see that? 16.
We get it done this turn.
Yes, Coldmaster Unleash does it. Leaves the 2 mana to actually. Huh.
How much damage would have this done, actually? Because you have 3 Hounds. If you played 3 Hounds and Bone Wraith, you get the quest done. And you still have mana for the hero power.
You still have mana for the hero power either way, whether he plays Bone Wraith or Cold Master.
Which would have been lethal.
Which would have been 11.
Hero power now? Oh, they gave +2, right?
Yes.
No, it is lethal. That's 9, and that's on the 2/3/2.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah,
that would have been
13.
That would have been a win for Pika.
Now kill the Penslinger, though. Like, seriously. No? Okay.
No. Not having any of it, saying, I gotta take this now.
And I was like, when he played the Sidecast, was immediately like, use the hero power. Why are you not using the hero power, right? Even if it hadn't won, you can use 3 hounds to clear off the Allura and draw 3 cards.
This could be expensive for Pika. This could be very costly if he somehow manages to lose this game.
Whoa, why not kill Cult Master first? What are we doing? Why is Jummi not killing the Cult Master?
Looks like we have these guys are a little bit out of focus at the moment. Yeah. So both kind of off their game. Both players off their game a little bit.
Okay, sure.
No. Don't want to play another minion. Because the hounds will get you.
Yeah. Yeah, wait, hounds will get you either way. 2 minions is enough.
Oh, because he hit, so he goes to 6. Yeah, the hounds get him. The dogs get him.
I mean, if he hadn't hit, there would have been more hounds left. Like,
I forgot about the hounds work. It's not like spreading plague. Damn. So that was that was kind of a bit of a luck shot there for Pika. Actually, both people with misplaced back to back, and Pika takes it anyway. So 2-1. The rally has started.
See, I mean, it couldn't really go any other way, of course, because we mentioned the 5-0 streak for Jummi.
Ah, yes.
And if you know one thing, if casters mention a streak,
yeah,
it will be broken.
And then Pika goes down 0-2 and then wins matches. So
okay, we kind of sort of
both
can't do both, but yeah.
Can't really blame that on us. But Pika has to do it 2 more times, and Jummi gets 2 more attempts with the Paladin. And what do you bring next? Demon Hunter.
The tokens?
Same idea with as a hunter.
See, he played the rogue twice, didn't do its thing, now going back to his core principle, which is some lot of dudes that profit off of that.
Yeah.
And Blood Herald.
Key card on hand. Knife Juggler, also key cards on hand for Jummi though.
Urzul Horror is a good 1-drop. It's a good 1-drop.
You said down here. He might go Knife Juggler if it stays uncontested.
Which I guess... Yeah, I was gonna say, worst case scenario, I'm gonna say Hero Power, of course, but... Also, Glide is a card that people were talking about a lot.
Oh, Glide was, man.
Like, everyone's like, oh, this card is broken.
If the stars were to align for that card in like a proper deck, it would have been broken. So far, hasn't been the case yet.
Basically doesn't see play. Except for right now.
Yeah.
First day at school picked up for Jummi. Easy way to prop the initiate, but doesn't even use that. And this one you don't even play it.
Could go Spectral Side, but you could do that at any point. You want some
outcast cards on the left are always way nicer than on the right.
Yeah. Because they're forever.
Yes. And
I think he wants a Knife Juggler with him. No?
It seemed plausible, but it's just 1 juggle.
Okay, still goes back.
Order
low again, I guess. Yeah. No strict argument against.
Yeah.
Going first.
General rule: draw or generate first, then play the rest. There is exceptions. For example, if he had played an initiate first, that would have made sense. But for the soul, not as much.
Lower drawing a Blessing of Authority. That's the high roll you want to see. That is the high roll you exactly want to see.
Nephronops is an interesting pickup, but there doesn't seem to be an immediate way for Pika to deal with this. Glide, see what you get? No.
No.
No, I think at this point you just get as much damage in there as possible in the Allura. And just make a big Nephronomus fat. No, but heavy reach. That's
you want to damage the Allura now?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could also go all face, but like, what?
Sack your crap into the Allura, still get got in 2 turns. He dies in 2 turns to this Allura. He's got the head of a doll on hand.
I guess you could go all face, but you're not gonna win that fast.
You're not gonna win either way. It looks like this Blessing of Authority.
Hey, I'm trying to think if there's any cards in Pika's deck that just do it? Is it like a...
So like Jummi had the only
some
thing that
magic in there?
it might be.
Do I want to check? I'm on.
The only thing that'll do it for Pika here is if you can scare Jummi with this move into thinking he's setting up a win, to scare Jummi out of just swinging at Allura to the face.
Meanwhile, I am pulling up the
Panflinger time here.
Token DH, which does one consume magic.
One copy in there, so that's what we're gonna have to. What these might have to rely on is that Allura connects to the face, and Jummi's playing this really well with the broom. Can still put a buff on the Allura, kill him in 2 turns, but he also clears.
Where's the Blood Herald Edge?
Nothing.
Alright, doesn't have the broom anymore anyways.
Of course, mainly known for coming off of Jandis whenever possible. The Blood Herald. And that is going to be 13 face damage. And that, if it's not Consume Magic off the top, is the end. Or of Spectral Sight. That's Fel Guardians.
I guess you got one shot with Glide.
Or Spectral Sight.
Yeah, Glide draws more. It's one of those, I think... Yeah, you have to glide. Coin first makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, he plays the taunts. Okay.
Oh, we can ever so barely squeeze them in.
Yeah.
You don't really think about playing those at 6, but yeah, fair. A Penfinger doesn't go with 1.5 of them? 2 if you're really feeling it.
Start flinging through them. That's a Battle Mage.
Oh, end of Sporling. Voracious Sporling, is that what it is called? No, that's not what it is it?
Yeah, I think.
Infectious.
Yeah. Got the Battle Mage there, leave him coming up with it, your dealer.
Infectious Sporling is really good with brooms.
Yeah.
It can kill huge things. It's basically a silence.
Yeah.
Sometimes a better silence. Now, it does give the effect to the opponent.
It's a polymorph for rush in that sense.
Yes.
And there's a Wrath Scale Naga, but man.
No, not enough. Giant isn't it either. You have to glide. Or Spectral Sight.
You have to draw for your outcast, for your Consume Magic.
Yeah.
That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, I don't see another play. Well, not one that wins at least. Pray to your favorite god.
Even that is not gonna win. I mean, it's the thing, right?
Well, but you gotta.
It looks.
You gotta give yourself the best chance to win, and that right now is to survive.
Well, or
not.
That's going to be it. That will be it. So Jummi takes it in 4 with the 3-1. Paladin there, the Ultra high roll, the Giga high roll on the Blessing of Authority, and Demon Hunter just unable to deal with it. So Jummi moving on to the semifinals.
I get that? Yes, great. I get that the Glide was a long shot, but you gotta take that.
I mean, I suppose, yeah.
It's a tournament, right? On ladder, sure, concede whatever.
Yeah, on ladder you conceded that game a long time ago.
But you get Glide, and if you get Consume Magic, you live another couple of turns, and you try to set your comeback.
Yeah. In theory, that is definitely.
And then you do the same thing again with the Rogue.
Exactly. In theory, it's correct. We don't even talk about that because that's probably not realistic. But Jummi, man, he's been performing out here. 6-1 so far in tournament, taking it, and his lineup seems ferocious. He's got some pretty powerful decks.
See, if we actually had backstage producers, we would now pull up the stats of like how far people with 6-1 records usually
go. It wasn't almost 3 in the morning, and Sergey pulled an all-nighter last night and was actually still awake and was here. That's how we would do it. But we don't.
Yeah, you probably would not be able to compile the stats that quickly either, because you'd actually have to actually manually check all that stuff.
Sergey isn't even here. It's a sad day. Thank you for watching this video. Don't drop a like on it for these great competitors. Let them know you appreciate them. And Jummi's moving on to the semifinals, which is going to be baller. It's going to be good.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. And we have some more coming up, of course, as well. So subscribe to TrashcanTV, like I mentioned. And join our Discord server. Link to that's in the description. We're going to see you in the next one. And JJ.
That's it.
That's it.